The Chinese have announced that they're going to go to the moon. In fact, they will probably be at the United States. NASA last year admitted that their time frame is behind the Chinese time frame. Did you know that renowned physicist Michio Kaku recently unveiled China's mind-boggling discovery on the moon? Yes, you heard it right. In today's video, Michio Kaku reveals China's shocking discovery on the moon is going to take you on an astronomical journey like never before. What could be this unexpected lunar find? How will it revolutionize our understanding of the universe? A person of color will land on the moon. After that, we're going to build a space station around the moon. Join us as we navigate through the cosmos to answer these burning questions and uncover the thrilling revelations hidden in the heart of the moon. Prepare for an adventure that's truly out of this world. A source or mystery, the moon's water source. The moon, our nearest neighbor in space, has always been a source of mystery. And quite recently, scientists from China have made some incredible discoveries that are starting to answer some of our biggest questions about the moon. Almost 2 years ago, China sent a robotic spaceship to a big dark patch on the moon that we can see from Earth. This area is called the Oceanus Procellarum, or Ocean of Storms. The spaceship, named Chang'e 5, landed near a huge mountain on the moon called Mount Rumker. The most exciting part? For the first time in nearly 50 years, the spaceship gathered samples from the moon's surface and sent them back to Earth. The last time this happened was during a mission by the Soviet Union in 1976. These new moon samples have led to some surprising discoveries, especially about water on the moon. Many scientists thought that when the moon was formed about 4 billion years ago, any water it might have had would have disappeared because of the intense heat. But it turns out that's not the case. In fact, there's quite a bit of water on the moon, frozen into ice. This ice has been found mostly at the moon's poles, where it's always dark. NASA plans to send astronauts to these areas because having access to this water could be very helpful for future space travel. Let's unpack this astonishing revelation. The Chang'e 5 didn't just find water. It brought back more than 60 ounces of lunar soil and rock samples, rich with rare minerals like Chang'e 5 IT and helium-3. But it didn't stop there. Even before returning to Earth, Chang'e 5 employed an onboard instrument to take measurements, which indicated the likely presence of water on the lunar surface. Water, a vital element for human survival, a resource rarer than diamonds in deep space, was found on the moon. The question then became, where did this water come from? Some scientists thought it might have been brought to the moon by asteroids, while others believed there could be an unseen water source on the moon. According to a report from Chinese and European researchers, the moon samples taken from the moon's northwest and brought back by Chang'e 5 spacecraft could hold the answer to this big question. These samples have tiny glass beads of different colors like little space pearls. But how did they get there? Well, they were probably created from the intense heat generated by meteorites crashing into the moon. And the most exciting part? These little glass beads hold traces of water. Yes, you heard it right. Water on the moon. Even Hu, a scientist from the Chinese Academy of Sciences, revealed that for every ton of lunar soil, there are about 2,000 kilograms of water in these crystals. What's even more amazing is that these glass beads are everywhere on the moon, from its equator to its poles. It's because of all the meteorite that hits the moon has taken over its lifetime. And while scientists think the moon's water is mostly found in a form called hydroxyl, it could also exist in a molecular state. They estimate that a whopping 270 billion tons of water could be locked away in these glass beads. In 2010, NASA estimated that the moon's North Pole craters held about 600 million tons of ice. But this new discovery suggests a much larger reservoir of water. And the best part? This water could provide a brand new source of life where we least expected it. But that's not all. The lunar samples brought back by the Chang'e 5 are much younger than the ones collected by the American Apollo program or the Soviet Union's robotic missions. Recent research shows that these water-holding glass beads have been forming for the last 2 billion years, especially during periods of heavy meteorite bombardment, similar to the event that caused the extinction of the dinosaurs 68 million years ago. You might be asking, how did the water get inside these lunar crystals? Turns out it's likely because of our sun. Scientists think that positively charged hydrogen atoms from solar winds seeped into the glass beads and combined with oxygen. When the sun heats up these beads, they release some of their hydrogen, playing a crucial role in the moon's water cycle. So these glass beads don't just contain water, they control how it moves around the moon. With this discovery, the formidable challenges of space exploration are on the brink of transformation. It spurred scientists to probe deeper, to understand if the moon's water could serve as a lifeline for astronauts on extended missions away from Earth. A research team from the Institute of Geology and Geophysics at the Chinese Academy of Sciences plunged into the data. Their findings: clear signs of water in Chang'e 5's readings. The scientists identified H2O molecules based on their spectral reflectance, a measure of how a substance interacts with solar radiation. The implications were profound. Matt Siegler, a senior scientist at the Planetary Science Institute in Tucson, Arizona, suggested that the moon might harbor more water than previously thought. It was a far cry from the desolate landscape the Apollo astronauts described upon their return in 1969. Apollo 11 is man's first attempt to demonstrate the ability to go to the moon, to land there, and to return to Earth. The narrative of the moon as a dry wasteland started to crumble. The Indian Space Research Organization's Chandrayaan-1 found hints of hydration on the lunar surface, though it remained uncertain whether it was H2O or hydroxyl, a drain cleaner-like chemical, according to NASA postdoctoral fellow Casey Hannibal. Further exploration revealed icy deposits in the shadowy craters near the moon's poles. When scientists revisited the historic Apollo samples, they found water molecules trapped in glass beads and minerals, leading to head-scratching and some skepticism. Was the water genuinely lunar, or was it contaminated by Earth's moisture in Houston? And guess what? A month before China's lunar lander Chang'e 5 detected water on the moon's surface, NASA was busy making a groundbreaking announcement. They had confirmed the existence of water in the sunlit parts of the moon, and they did it all from 45,000 feet above Earth. Yes, you heard right. NASA utilized the Stratospheric Observatory for infrared astronomy to pick up the distinctive wavelength signals of water molecules. These findings, fascinatingly, suggest that water might be far more common on the lunar surface than we'd thought, potentially extending beyond the frosty confines of its poles. All previous studies had hinted at water's presence, but the real game-changer was China's recent lunar landing. As Matt Siegler, a planetary scientist, pointed out, the spectral reflectance data obtained had to be carefully corrected for temperature to reveal how much water was present. The challenge, however, lay in determining the exact temperature of an object from such an extreme distance. That's what made the Chang'e 5 mission so extraordinary. By landing on the lunar surface, it was able to measure the temperature directly, eliminating ambiguity. But don't expect to find babbling brooks or shimmering lakes on the moon just yet. The water Chang'e 5 discovered was minuscule, hiding within the lunar soil of the region ironically named Oceanus Procellarum, or Ocean of Storms. Scientists believe this water could be the product of solar wind, the stream of charged particles emitted by the sun. When solar wind, rich with hydrogen atoms, strikes the oxygen in the lunar soil and rocks, it can create water. Intriguingly, the moon rock found in the same area showed a higher water concentration, planting at another yet unknown water source, a rare lunar crystal. There's more to the story, though. Scientists made another jaw-dropping discovery, a rare lunar crystal that could provide an endless source of energy for the whole world. China's space agency, the China National Space Administration, CNSA, has been grabbing headlines with its impressive strides in space exploration, giving the likes of NASA a run for their money. Building its space station and sending multiple missions to space, China has made some astonishing discoveries, the latest of which has stirred the global scientific community. So what is this sensational lunar find that was leaked by Michio Kaku, you ask? This crystal, found in lunar basalt particles in 2020, is made of a substance that was previously unknown to science and holds a key ingredient for nuclear fusion. That's the same process that powers the sun and stars in our galaxy. Following the leak, CNSA and the China Atomic Energy Authority came forward to announce the discovery of a brand new lunar material. The mineral, christened Chang'e 5IT, after China's Chang'e-5 robotic mission was uncovered by scientists from Beijing's Research Institute of Uranium Geology while studying surface samples from the moon. China now joins the United States and the former Soviet Union as the only countries to discover a new lunar mineral. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.